Ladies and gentlemen, heartbreak, it's a feeling that cuts deep, leaving you questioning everything. Why did it happen? Could I have done something differently? You're left staring into the void, searching for answers that never seem to come. But what if I told you? The answers aren't out there, they're right here within you. In the midst of all that pain and confusion, there's a doorway, a chance to wake up to something far greater than just the story of your heartbreak. You see, a breakup isn't just the end of a relationship, it's a chance to become aware of the illusions we build, the stories we tell ourselves, and the parts of us we've ignored for too long. This isn't about blaming yourself or someone else. It's about turning inward, awakening to what's real, and using this moment of pain to transform yourself. Because the truth is, awareness isn't just the path to healing, it's the way to freedom. Ready to see the truth for yourself? Heartbreak has a way of pulling you into chaos. It feels like your world has been turned upside down, leaving you spinning in a storm of emotions, pain, anger, regret, and loneliness. Yet within this chaos lies an extraordinary opportunity, the chance to find clarity. But clarity doesn't come from numbing the pain or distracting yourself. It comes from becoming more aware of yourself, your patterns, and the deeper truths about life and love. When a relationship ends, the first instinct is often to focus on the other person. You analyze their actions, their words, and their flaws. But the real power lies in turning the spotlight inward. Ask yourself, what did I learn from this relationship? How did I show up, and where did I lose sight of myself? Awareness begins when you stop blaming and start observing. It's not about judging yourself harshly or glorifying your pain, it's about seeing things as they truly are. Clarity comes when you begin to let go of the illusions that may have kept you trapped in the relationship. Maybe you clung to the hope that they would change, or perhaps you tied your happiness to their presence. These illusions create expectations, and when those expectations aren't met, the heartbreak feels even more unbearable. But here's the truth: love isn't about possession or control. True love, whether it's for someone else or yourself, flourishes in freedom, not in attachment. Awareness allows you to see the relationship for what it really was, not through the lens of what you wished it to be. You start to notice patterns. You might have ignored the compromises that didn't feel right, the moments where your boundaries were crossed, or even the ways you held back from being fully yourself. This isn't about replaying the past to beat yourself up. It's about understanding it so you can move forward with wisdom. The beauty of finding clarity is that it extends beyond the relationship. As you become more aware of your thoughts, emotions, and behaviors, you start to see how they shape every aspect of your life. Heartbreak forces you to confront what's been buried within you, bringing old wounds, fears, and insecurities to the surface. While this might feel overwhelming, it's also the key to your liberation. In the chaos of a broken heart, you have the chance to rediscover who you are, not as someone's partner or someone's ex, but as a whole and complete individual. The pain of a breakup can strip away everything false and leave you with something raw, something real. And in that rawness, clarity begins to emerge. So, instead of resisting the storm, step into it. Let the chaos reveal what needs to be seen. With awareness, you can break free, not just from the relationship, but from the patterns, illusions, and fears that held you back. Clarity isn't just about understanding what happened, it's about finding yourself again. And that in itself is a gift far greater than anything you've lost. Breakups often feel like the end of the world, a sharp, unrelenting pain that takes over your mind and heart. In the wake of heartbreak, you might feel lost, unsure of who you are, or where to go next. But amidst this confusion and sorrow lies an undeniable truth. Healing begins with awareness. Awareness is the light that guides you through the darkness, showing you the path forward, step by step. Awareness starts with accepting where you are, right here and now. It's tempting to run from the pain, distract yourself with work, friends, or fleeting pleasures, but true healing comes from sitting with your emotions and allowing yourself to feel them fully. This doesn't mean wallowing in despair, it means observing your pain without judgment. Notice how it feels in your body, the thoughts it triggers, and the stories you tell yourself about the breakup. This kind of awareness transforms pain from something to escape into something to understand. Many of us go through life on autopilot, especially in relationships. We fall into routines, patterns, and habits, often without realizing it. A breakup forces you to wake up. It disrupts the comfort of familiarity and compels you to look closely at your choices, your behaviors, and your expectations. Were you truly yourself in the relationship, or were you trying to be who you thought the other person wanted you to be? Did you love unconditionally, or were there unspoken conditions attached to your love? Awareness helps you answer these questions with honesty, not blame. Through awareness, you can also begin to recognize the difference between the relationship itself and the attachment you had to it. Often, the hardest part of a breakup isn't losing the person, but letting go of the dreams, plans, and identity you built around being with them. Awareness teaches you to separate what's real from what's imagined. You start to see that your happiness was never fully dependent on them. It was always within you, waiting to be uncovered. Awareness also invites you to take responsibility for your part in the relationship. This isn't about self-blame, it's about empowerment. By becoming aware of your patterns, whether it's neglecting your own needs, avoiding confrontation, or settling for less than you deserve, you gain the clarity to choose differently next time. Awareness isn't just about healing your heart, it's about growing as a person. Most importantly, awareness helps you find peace in the present moment. It reminds you that while the past may have shaped you, it doesn't define you. Healing doesn't mean forgetting or erasing the pain, it means integrating it, learning from it, and allowing it to deepen your understanding of yourself and others. Breakups are undeniably painful, but they also hold the potential for profound transformation. Awareness is the key that unlocks this potential. By facing your pain, understanding your patterns, and embracing the truth of who you are, you can heal not by going back to who you were, but by stepping into the fullness of who you are becoming. Heartbreak can feel all-encompassing. It clouds your mind, grips your heart, and convinces you that life will never be the same. And in a way it won't, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. Beneath the surface of the pain lies an opportunity to see beyond it, to awaken to deeper truths about yourself and your life. Awareness is the tool that allows you to step out of the fog and see heartbreak not as an ending, but as a profound moment of transformation. When you're in the throes of heartbreak, it's natural to focus on what's been lost: the person, the relationship, the future you imagined together. Pain pulls you inward, narrowing your perspective and distorting your thoughts. It's easy to fall into cycles of blame, regret, or longing, but awareness allows you to take a step back. Instead of drowning in the pain, you begin to observe it. You notice the stories your mind creates, stories of what if and if only. And in observing them, you realize that they're just that, stories. They aren't the truth, they're interpretations shaped by your emotions. This shift in perspective is powerful. It's the moment you realize that pain, while intense, is not infinite. It's a wave that rises and falls, and with awareness, you can ride it instead of being swept away. You start to see that the heartbreak isn't just happening to you, it's happening for you. It's breaking apart the illusions, attachments, and expectations that no longer serve you, making space for something new to emerge. Awareness also transforms how you view the relationship itself. It's easy to idealize the past, focusing only on the good moments and ignoring the challenges. But with awareness, you see the relationship as it truly was, both the beauty and the imperfections. You recognize the lessons it offered about love, about communication, about yourself. Maybe it showed you the importance of setting boundaries or the need to honor your own needs. Maybe it taught you about vulnerability, resilience, or the courage to walk away when something isn't right. Through awareness, you also come to understand that pain is a teacher. It shines a light on areas within yourself that need attention: old wounds, insecurities, or patterns you may have carried for years. Heartbreak becomes a mirror, reflecting parts of you that you might have overlooked in the comfort of the relationship. It's not easy to look into this mirror, but doing so is the first step toward growth. Most importantly, awareness shifts your focus from the external, what you've lost, what went wrong, to the internal. You begin to ask different questions. Who am I beyond this relationship? What do I truly want? What parts of me have been longing to be seen, heard, or nurtured? These questions guide you back to yourself, reminding you that your worth isn't tied to anyone else. Heartbreak hurts, but awareness transforms it into a gateway, a chance to see beyond the pain and step into a more authentic, empowered version of yourself. Letting go after a breakup is one of the hardest challenges we face. It's not just about releasing the person, it's about releasing the stories, dreams, and emotions tied to them. The longing for what could have been, the bitterness over what wasn't, and the attachment to how things used to be, all of these hold us in a cycle of suffering. But letting go isn't about forgetting or pretending it didn't matter. It's about awakening to a deeper awareness of yourself and the truth of life. Letting go begins with accepting what is. This doesn't mean you're okay with the pain or that you agree with how things ended. Acceptance simply means you stop resisting reality. When you fight against what has already happened, replaying arguments, wishing you could change the past, you only create more pain. Awareness helps you see this resistance for what it is: an attachment to control. The more you become aware of this, the easier it becomes to release it and make peace with what is. Letting go is also about letting go of the future you envisioned with them. It's painful to watch the plans and dreams you built together dissolve. But awareness helps you see that the future was never guaranteed. Life is ever-changing, unpredictable, and full of surprises. When you let go of rigid expectations, you open yourself to possibilities you couldn't see before. This isn't about giving up hope, it's about trusting that the unknown holds just as much beauty and potential as the known. Through awareness, you also learn to let go of the need for closure. We often crave answers, apologies, or explanations to make sense of a breakup. But the truth is, closure isn't something someone else gives you, it's something you find within yourself. Awareness allows you to sit with unanswered questions, to feel the discomfort of not knowing, and to find peace in the midst of it. Letting go is a process, not a single moment. It requires patience, compassion, and a willingness to face your emotions without judgment. Awareness is your greatest ally in this journey. It helps you see that letting go isn't about losing, it's about freeing yourself from the weight of what no longer serves you. And in that freedom, you awaken to a deeper truth that your worth, your happiness, and your future are yours to shape, independent of anyone else. When love ends, it feels like a piece of your soul has been torn away. The pain is real, raw, and undeniable. But healing, though not immediate, is possible. It begins not with distraction, denial, or even time, but with awareness. Awareness is the foundation of healing, the gentle yet powerful tool that helps you understand your pain, grow from it, and eventually move forward. At its core, awareness is about seeing things clearly and without judgment. After a breakup, your emotions can feel overwhelming: grief, anger, confusion, even relief, all tangled together. It's tempting to push these feelings aside or get lost in them. But awareness invites you to simply observe. Instead of running from your emotions, sit with them. Notice how they rise and fall, how they feel in your body, and what they reveal about you. This practice of awareness creates space for you to process your emotions rather than be consumed by them. One of the first insights awareness brings is understanding that your pain is valid. Society often tells us to move on quickly, as if heartbreak is something to be ashamed of. But awareness reminds you that it's okay to grieve the loss of love. The hurt you feel is a reflection of the depth of your connection. Acknowledging this truth is the first step toward healing. It allows you to honor what the relationship meant to you without letting it define you. Awareness also sheds light on the patterns and beliefs that may have contributed to the relationship's challenges. Were you overly self-sacrificing, neglecting your own needs to keep the peace? Did you fear vulnerability, holding back your true feelings to avoid conflict? Awareness isn't about blaming yourself, it's about empowering yourself. By recognizing these patterns, you gain the ability to break free from them, ensuring healthier relationships in the future. Healing through awareness also involves recognizing the stories you tell yourself. After a breakup, it's easy to fall into narratives like "I wasn't enough" or "I'll never find love again." Awareness helps you see these thoughts for what they are: fear-based illusions, not facts. It encourages you to challenge these beliefs and replace them with more compassionate truths: I am worthy of love, and this ending doesn't define my future. As awareness grows, so does your ability to find peace in the present moment. Often the pain of a breakup is tied to clinging to the past, or yearning for a future that no longer exists. Awareness teaches you to let go of this attachment and focus on the here and now. In doing so, you discover that healing isn't about erasing the past or rushing into the future. It's about finding wholeness within yourself, exactly as you are. Healing takes time, but with awareness, every moment becomes an opportunity to grow, to learn, and to rediscover yourself. Heartbreak, though painful, can be the catalyst for profound transformation. Through awareness, you move forward not by forgetting the love you lost, but by finding the love that's always been within you. Heartbreak often feels like devastation. It's as though your world has been shattered, leaving you to sift through the pieces of what once was. But beneath the pain, heartbreak holds an unexpected gift: the chance to learn, to grow, and to become aware of your true self. When seen through the lens of awareness, heartbreak transforms from an ending into a powerful teacher, one that guides you back to your own authenticity and strength. At first, heartbreak exposes the rawness of your emotions. The vulnerability you feel in this moment is not a weakness, it's an invitation to connect with yourself on a deeper level. Often we suppress emotions in the hustle of daily life, but heartbreak breaks through those barriers, forcing us to face what we've avoided. Awareness helps you sit with these emotions, not to analyze or suppress them, but to simply experience them. By observing your feelings without judgment, you begin to understand their root causes and how they shape your inner world. Heartbreak also reveals the attachments and illusions that may have been present in the relationship. Were you relying on your partner for a sense of identity or purpose? Did you base your happiness on their validation or the dream of a perfect future? Awareness uncovers these patterns, showing you where you placed your power outside of yourself. This is a painful realization, but it's also empowering. When you become aware of these tendencies, you gain the ability to reclaim your power and anchor your sense of worth within. One of heartbreak's most profound lessons is about love itself. It teaches you that love isn't about possession or permanence, it's about presence and connection. Love, at its essence, is not something you lose, it's something you carry within you. Awareness allows you to see that the love you gave in the relationship and the love you received still exists as part of your growth. It wasn't wasted, even if the relationship ended. Instead, it becomes part of your journey, shaping you into a more compassionate and resilient version of yourself. Heartbreak also shines a light on your true needs and values. As you reflect on the relationship, you begin to see what aligned with your authentic self and what didn't. Awareness helps you distinguish between compromises that nurtured the connection and sacrifices that stifled your individuality. This clarity sets the foundation for healthier relationships in the future, where you can honor both your needs and those of your partner without losing yourself. Finally, heartbreak teaches you about impermanence, the natural ebb and flow of life. Awareness reminds you that change, though difficult, is inevitable. By accepting this truth, you stop clinging to the past and open yourself to the beauty of the present moment. You begin to trust that every ending carries the seed of a new beginning. Heartbreak is a painful teacher, but it's also a wise one. Through awareness, you transform the pain into a source of insight, strength, and self-discovery. In facing your heartbreak, you come to know your true self, and that is a gift no loss can ever take away. A breakup often feels like the world has pulled the rug out from under you, leaving you lost and unsteady. But what if the pain you're experiencing isn't just about losing the person? What if it's also about losing the illusions you held on to during the relationship? Breakups are not only about endings, they're an invitation to wake up, to see beyond the illusions, and to let awareness guide you toward clarity and self-discovery. Illusions in relationships can take many forms. You may have believed that the relationship would always last, that your happiness depended on this person, or that they were responsible for filling the voids within you. These beliefs, while comforting at the time, are like fragile bubbles. When they burst, the pain feels unbearable, not because you've lost something real, but because the illusion has been shattered. Awareness helps you recognize these illusions and separates them from the truth of the relationship. The first step to breaking up with illusions is acknowledging the reality of the relationship, not the idealized version you created in your mind. With awareness, you can see the relationship for what it truly was. Were there patterns of behavior that didn't align with your values? Did you ignore red flags because you were afraid of being alone? Awareness isn't about assigning blame, it's about facing reality with honesty and compassion. By doing so, you free yourself from clinging to a fantasy and begin to process the actual experience. Awareness also shines a light on the stories you told yourself during the relationship. Perhaps you believed, "I can't live without them," or "they were the only one for me." These stories often come from a place of fear or insecurity, not truth. Awareness allows you to observe these thoughts without getting trapped by them. You begin to see that they are just narratives, not facts. And as you let go of these stories, you make room for new, empowering beliefs to take their place. Through awareness, you come to understand that heartbreak is not a failure. It's a powerful teacher that strips away illusions and forces you to confront your authentic self. What parts of yourself did you neglect in the relationship? What did you give up to maintain the connection? Awareness helps you reclaim these parts of yourself, reminding you that you are whole and complete on your own. Breaking up with illusions also involves letting go of expectations. Relationships often come with expectations about how things should be, and when those expectations aren't met, the disappointment is overwhelming. Awareness helps you release the need for things to turn out a certain way and embrace life's unpredictability. In doing so, you open yourself to possibilities beyond the ones you imagined. Ultimately, a breakup isn't just the end of a relationship, it's an opportunity to wake up. Awareness is your guide through this process, helping you separate illusion from reality, fear from truth, and pain from growth. As you let go of what was never real, you discover the beauty of what is your own strength, clarity, and potential. Heartbreak is one of life's most profound challenges. It shakes you to your core, forcing you to confront emotions you might otherwise avoid. But in the midst of this emotional upheaval lies a powerful opportunity, the chance to awaken to your true self. Awareness is the key to this awakening. It allows you to look beyond the pain of the breakup and begin the journey of self-discovery, where you learn more about who you are, what you need, and the kind of life you want to create. When a relationship ends, the first instinct is often to focus outward on what went wrong, what the other person did, or how to win them back. But awareness shifts your attention inward. It invites you to explore your own thoughts, feelings, and patterns. Instead of asking, why did they leave, awareness encourages you to ask, what can I learn from this experience? This change in perspective transforms heartbreak from a source of suffering into a path of personal growth. One of the first things awareness reveals is the attachment you had to the relationship. It's natural to attach meaning to the love you shared, the future you envisioned, and the identity you built around being with that person. But awareness helps you see that these attachments are often rooted in fear of being alone, fear of the unknown, or fear of not being enough. By recognizing these fears, you can begin to let go of the need to hold on to what's no longer serving you. Heartbreak also creates space for you to rediscover your individuality. In relationships, it's easy to lose sight of yourself as you prioritize the needs and desires of your partner. Awareness helps you reconnect with your own identity, passions, and values. What parts of yourself did you put aside during the relationship? What dreams or goals did you place on hold? As you reflect on these questions, you begin to reclaim the pieces of yourself that may have been forgotten. Another powerful aspect of awareness is its ability to help you break free from patterns. Heartbreak often shines a light on behaviors and choices that contributed to the relationship's challenges. Did you struggle to communicate your needs? Were you afraid to set boundaries? Awareness allows you to observe these patterns without judgment, empowering you to make different choices moving forward. Through this process, awareness teaches you one of life's greatest truths: your worth is not tied to anyone else. While the love and connection you shared were meaningful, they were not the source of your value. Awareness helps you see that your worth is inherent, it comes from within. This realization is liberating, giving you the strength to heal and the confidence to embrace the next chapter of your life. Heartbreak is undeniably painful, but it is also a doorway to transformation. Awareness is the key that unlocks this door, guiding you towards self-discovery, growth, and a deeper understanding of who you are. With each step you take, you move closer to a version of yourself that is stronger, wiser, and more whole than ever before.